People of faith can't allow bullying and mocking to drive them away from their hobbies and passions. It's time Christians fly their flags of faith higher than ever and let industry leaders know we will be treated with dignity and respect. Holy Week began on a sad note as we looked on in horror as flames engulfed Paris's Notre Dame Cathedral. It's a stark reminder Western cultures no longer build anything beautiful and Christians aren't allowed to ask questions. Western society's embrace of relativism, hedonism, and political correctness leave people of faith often afraid to speak. Those who do are swiftly shouted down by online hate mobs and organized efforts to discredit their beliefs. The live shots of flames ripping through Notre Dame brought Christians to their knees worldwide. The official story is a construction accident caused the blaze, despite no construction workers on site at the time of the fire. An elected French official on Fox News mentioned, "We've had churches desecrated each and every week all over France, so of course you will hear the story of the politically correct, which will tell you it is probably an accident." He was immediately cut off, Shepard Smith saying there would be no speculation on his watch. Mainstream news and media provide a warning. Christians questioning the official narrative is not tolerated. Photos circulated of a gold cross and an altar in Notre Dame Cathedral surviving the fire. The Holy Cross, bathed in light, gave the disheartened a feeling of hope, with some declaring it a miracle. Christians feeling a sense of relief after the destruction of a religious landmark is not accepted. Soon trolls began mocking them in comment sections and across social media. This is nothing new for Christians. Insulting those who follow Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior happens so often, it's beyond cliché. Christians are very easy targets. Christian faith teaches forgiveness is divine, and the chances of dying for insulting Jesus are very low. PC culture attempts to uproot Christianity from the fabric of Western culture. Hollywood and entertainment are on the forefront of PC culture and attacking Christian beliefs. Annual award shows are downright obnoxious with anti-Christian demonstrations. Some would have you believe Christians, especially the white male variety, are the root of all evil. Geek culture is not immune from attacks and mockery. DC Comics writer Mark Russell is leading the charge against Christians. His 2011 graphic novel, God Is Disappointed in You, is a satire of the Holy Bible. The book claims to be an irreverent yet faithful retelling of the Bible. It's certainly irreverent and full of scorn, but can't be described as faithful. When CBR questioned him about mocking Christians, he said, "I'm not terribly concerned with how it might seem, if I feel my interpretation is honest." His answer is eerily reminiscent to Kevin Smith when confronted about Dogma, his parody film about Catholicism. If Mr. Russell's purpose isn't to mock Christianity, he has an odd way of showing it. He lampooned non-canonical Christian and Jewish texts with his follow-up, Apocrypha Now. Mark Russell also penned the upcoming Jesus Christ spoof comic, Second Coming from Ahoy Comics. On Palm Sunday 2018, Image Comics creator and chief financial officer Eric Larson targeted Christians on Twitter. He posted a meme comparing the Bible to a Spider-Man comic with a caption stating, "Proof that God exists and proof that Spider-Man exists." This contempt for Christianity, directed straight from an executive at the third largest comic publisher in North America, is still up. Days later, former Marvel editor Heather Antos posted, "He has risen. JK, April Fools." Neither of these attacks were provoked and demonstrate a continuous attack on Christians and their deeply held beliefs. Denouncement and antagonistic attacks from Hollywood and geek industries are unavoidable parts of movie and comic culture for Christians. Should followers of Christ abandon their favorite hobbies and flee social media? Is it time people of faith acquiesce to their harassers and stop identifying as Christians altogether? Surely avoiding conflict and criticism are the safest course of action. Absolutely not. It's time Christians band together and stand up to the hate as a family. People of faith can't allow bullying and mocking to drive them away from their hobbies and passions. Despite what some would have you believe, Christian communities still thrive in geek culture. It's time Christians fly their flags of faith higher than ever and let industry leaders know we will be treated with dignity and respect. Christians also need to serve as living witnesses in the face of persecutors and battle desires to fight fire with even more fire. YouTubers Doug Ernst and Dave Stewart are great examples of fighting fire with the grace and truth that's paramount to making Christian voices heard. When movies with biblical themes like Alita Battle Angel arrive, we not only need to support them, we need to spread the word. Far-left entertainment media try to tank the film due to its biblical symbolism that go against PC culture. Doug Ernst championed Alita on YouTube. His Battle Angel videos were viewed over 300,000 times and counting. Think about how many people were influenced to see a great film with Christian themes due to Doug's work. David Stewart took a different approach on his channel. He detailed biblical symbolism and themes prevalent in Alita Battle Angel. It's an excellent breakdown that, while its appeal is more limited, expands enjoyment of the film for Christians. The video is spoiler-filled and examines themes inspired by the Old Testament and Book of Enoch. David and Doug are but two examples of Christians getting the word out in geek and pop culture. If you have a favorite YouTuber or blogger you want everyone to know about, throw a link to their site and description of their content in the comments. People are searching this content out every day. When Christians find a new movie, TV show, or comic book with themes that service our beliefs, we need to champion them enthusiastically. Every year, entertainment aimed at Christians dwindles. When you've discovered a comic that features themes of faith and devotion, share it on social media. Publishers don't market to believers anymore. Many fellow Christians likely don't know these books exist or are aimed at them. Social media and online culture have become breeding grounds for hateful rhetoric and trolls. It's time we help make Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram fun again and talk about things we love rather than hate. This includes movies, music, comic books, and most of all, our faith. It's time we back each other up in positive ways and show those looking for encouraging communities being saved by grace is a gift for all. If you read something that's really awful, should you never mention it again? Of course not. Drop a post about why it sucks and move on to the things you enjoy. Getting stuck on all the bad produces negative mindsets, and you miss out on all the good. With that in mind, I have 2 comic books and 2 movie recommendations this Easter holiday. The first is Alita Battle Angel, for obvious reasons. There's also a manga called Battle Angel Alita, available for book readers. My second film recommendation is Risen, starring Joseph Fiennes. It tells the story of Clavius, the Roman tribune, investigating the disappearance of Jesus' body following his crucifixion. It's a great movie that explores the resurrection from a non-believer's perspective. My first comic book recommendation is Valiant Comics' X-O Man-O-War by Robert Venditti. Specifically, the first 3 trades collecting issues 1 through 14. It's a science fiction retelling of my favorite story of all times, Exodus. It has heavy Christian tones throughout and got me through a very difficult time when my son was in the hospital. My final Easter recommendation is Alterna Comics' The Wicked Righteous Volume 1 by Terry Mayo. The story of 4 brothers in post-apocalyptic San Diego, where there are only 2 kinds of people left, the wicked and the righteous. There are Christian themes of brotherhood, redemption, and faith through the book. If you have a Christian movie or comic recommendation, please place it in the comments so everyone can enjoy them as well. It's an interesting time to be Christian. Hostility seems to come from all angles, trying to challenge our faith. We need to stick together and enjoy our hobbies in spite of these efforts. There are newcomers to our hobbies daily, and they will be watching us and seeing what kind of example we set. Grace and truth are the best qualities we can give the next generation. This isn't something I normally do on the channel, but I enjoyed creating it. If you're interested in a weekly or bi-weekly geek culture and Christianity segment, let me know in the comments section. I want to thank you so much for listening to my thoughts during this very important Easter holiday. My wife, son, and I would like to wish you and your family a wonderful Easter Sunday. God bless. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. I would appreciate it very much. It helps us attract more views for the channel. Subscribe for future commentary, comic book news, and reviews. And don't forget to ring the bell for notifications. If you want to talk comics, movies, and much, much more, you can follow me on Twitter at Wes_from_TC. With that, Salamat Po, and I'm out.